Hello everyone, I'm Mithra. Welcome back. It is the 4th episode of Season 4. We're doing the settlement phase right after the first hunt. Prologue didn't go so well, so we've got some stuff to just catch up on. We're kind of behind. I'm going to continue to try to do things new and different so it doesn't match the last seasons or anything like that, so that's the goal. The other thing is, last episode I made a mistake on Collision where the monster moved into someone and then just pushed them back. That was a mistake. I had just been playing a lot of another game where when the monster moves into them, they just get pushed back, and I was playing a bunch of that, so that was a mistake. Other than that, I think everything was pretty close except for that. Now, the other thing is we've got a lot of injuries from a lot of survivors. So, first and foremost, let's get into the settlement event, starting with Spidiculi's intro. So we're going to remove Endless Screams, and just do Spidiculis for now. I don't think we're going to hunt him right away, but let's go ahead and let's get started with Spidiculis. Spidiculis. We're adding young rivals is what will be replaced. So, once there were 2 boys. They argued about everything. Nominate 2 male survivors with at least 1 hunt experience in your settlement. We don't have that. So, none of this takes place. The settlement may now hunt Spidiculis. Add Spidiculis to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. As long as he remains alive, the person who would have been nominated. Spidiculis has this whole thing where you have to nominate male survivors. We're just not going to do it. We don't have any. So, don't have to worry about it. So now we can hunt Spidiculis. So, put that to the side. Here we are, returning survivors. We've got a settlement event to do. Whoops, right here. So let me shuffle these up. But returning survivors, as you can see, we finally have 3 endeavors to spend. Last time, after the prologue, we only had the 1 endeavor to spend, and all we could make was the Skinnery. So at least this time, we have... Oops, left a card there. That's what I used to focus the green screen. I left it on there because I'm about to roll for our settlement event here. You roll now. 8 cards down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th card. Lights in the sky. A spectacular light show erupts against the limitless darkness above. Swirling vivid trails streak overhead. They lift everyone's spirits. Lingering effects. The settlement's collective imagination is set aflame. After rolling on any endeavor, you may add +1 or +2 to the result. So, this is a pretty good one to get for the very first time. Let's look at this other stuff here. Graves, we don't have. Face painting, we don't have. Inner landing, we don't have. So, none of these other things we can do. But we can always add +1 or +2 to the results, which is great because I really wanted to trigger intimacy. So, that's our settlement event. That's great. Now let's get back to what I was talking about. So we have a lot of, minor just injuries. So we have Shavar, who's a returning survivor, who has a broken rib. So they have -1 speed. They're not going to be going out again. We have Lara, who's got intracranial hemorrhage, which means can't spend survival, and shattered jaw. Not going out again. So the only 2 people we actually have are Tasha and Gemna. Both of them can go back out. Having a rough start getting survivors in the settlement to have hunt experience, just off the ground in general. So then we have 2 survivors here who can go out, who are good, who we have names already. So let's go. Survivor mixed survivey face here is going to be a male. They can't go out, but they're just there. We're probably going to use them for intimacy. So, first things first, let's catch up with what we should have normally done after a prologue. You spend 2 endeavors, 2 here, to just even build the most basic of things. which are the organ grinder and the bonesmith. Now, we're probably going to use bonesmith here. We're going to see how intimacy goes. Actually, we should... we get Cantarium as well, so we're going to get that. We're going to build there. I've got everything already sorted out. Before we even start doing anything, we're going to spend our resources just because I don't want to lose anything to understanding. I still probably might lose something because I'm not going to spend the perfect hide. So let's go ahead. We're just going to spend our resources to get this out of the way. So you can see I have set aside here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hide. We're just going to spend all 5 of that hide to just go right ahead and make ourselves another rawhide set complete. So 1, 2 basic, and then these are all white lion resources. So now we have a complete second rawhide set. The other thing we have, oh wait, let me mark off on the timeline here. It says on the screen, but we're just in year 2. Okay, so now from our last hunt, we had well, first we're going to spend a great cat bone, which we just got, plus the lion claw that we had from the prologue line because we saved everything. So we're spending the great cat bone. So spending it would go over there, but we have one in storage as well, so I'm just going to leave it out. And then the lion claw is from storage. Actually, we'll just spend the 2 that are in storage. That makes more sense, since we have a great cat bone and a lion claw in storage. That will give us a spear, right? Is that the king's spear? Yeah. Lion claw and great cat bone will make a king's spear. Last season we didn't go spear, so I'm going spear again this season. I know we did in season 1, but hopefully this other thing, now we have the great cat bone plus a skull and a monster bone that we had left over from the prologue. And that's 3 bones to make a bone club from the bonesmith. Bone club is something we've never done starting off before. Now, I remember I said I was going to do guitars and stuff, but the spear is just better. I will still make a guitar, just not now. We didn't have enough resources. If I would have got another lion claw, I would have made one instead of the bone club. But needed 2 things, so now we have what do we have left? A hide, an organ. I think that's actually it. Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Let's try for intimacy now if we can get it. So we're going to have a sinew. We're going to have 3 things left over plus a perfect hide. If we happen to lose... Well, we're trying to go for augury now. So go here. I'm going to go augury. So we roll on barber surgeon, or not barber surgeon, on augury from the organ grinder. So we're going to need a 8+, but we can add any endeavor roll. We can add a 1 or a 2. So a 6+ is all we need to trigger intimacy. That's going to be a 7. 1 survival. Who's going out? We're doing this with Shane is going to gain the 1 survival. So that gives 1 survival for Shane. We go roll again. Last endeavor. Just really want to get intimacy. So just need a 6. Okay, it's going to be a 5. I don't have to add anything. I could get the 1 understanding. I think I might just take the 1 understanding and lose 1 resource. I could just lose... Well, it cost me a sinew to get 1 understanding. But without graves, you know, we're not going to get a bunch of understanding. That would put Shane at 2 understanding. Then maybe we could get ammonia. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to spend the 1 sinew. I don't mind. There. Spending 1 sinew. Going to get the understanding. To put Shane at 2 understanding. Rather than adding the 2 to gain another survival. So, couldn't trigger intimacy. That sucks. This settlement's not really off to a super impressive start here. So, all we have left is a perfect hide and an organ. Perfect hide, monster organ, and a monster hide. So, it is what it is. We will just have to deal with it. Now we're going to fight another... I'll get out another whole rawhide set. I only have the one, but I know I spent everything, so we'll get another rawhide set. We have one founding stone left from that fight, so not great. Gonna have to save that hopefully for, I don't know, something. But it is what it is. So I would have liked to innovate. Lights in the Sky would have been nice if we could have. I mean, it was nice, but it would have been nice if we could have gotten intimacy out of it. The other thing here is we're going to fight another lion, and we're going to continue to do so probably because, well, one, I want to go Katars because we've never done it. And I don't know if I really want to do Spidicules right away. I might wait for Spidicules after our first Nemesis fight. And just keep doing the lion to try to farm up resources, because there's like it's hard. You don't get a lot of crit resources from the Spidicules, so I'd like to just keep fighting lions, try for those crits with Fist and Tooth and stuff, and see what we can do. Get more, like, even if we get more bone, that's fine, because we still need to build a weapon crafter. A lot of hide is what you get from the lion, so that's fine. Try to build a lion beast Catar. Hopefully get the cat eye circlet. Other than that, that's it. I don't know. Still didn't innovate yet. Might have to just force innovations at this point. I don't plan on dying, so cannibalize is not going to be really much of a factor. Couldn't trigger the new life principle. Sucks. Settlement's not off to a great start, but at least we're surviving. So, we'll see what happens. Gonna keep fighting some lions. Then we'll switch over to Spidicules. I think 2 more lions, Maybe 3. We'll see. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Lantern Year.